The problem why people are protesting right now is throwing stuff, yeah. But also the Marines.
In this time, protest is kind of crazy.
It's super crazy.
Okay, so today ちょっとね、今回は先週一緒に動画を撮ったアメリカのジョーダンとご飯を食べに行くっていう動画を撮る予定だったんですけれども、結構いろんな人からアメリカのロサンゼルスで起きてる暴動について取り上げてほしいっていうことを言われたので、ご飯は食べに行くんだけれども、そのことについてもちょっと話すっていう動画を撮っていこうと思います。でね、ジョーダンはカリフォルニア出身ということで、現地の人だからこそ分かることとか、旅行に行くのは危険なのかとか、どこのエリアで実際に起きてるのかとか話をしていけたらなというふうに思います。Jordan, mata, we came to Sushi.
We're having a sushi mukbang today.
Because he likes sushi.
Hamazushi number one, bro. In terms of the conveyor belt sushi,
Like Kura, Hama, Sushiro.
my rankings go Hama number one, Sushiro number two, Kura number three, but far number three.
あ、これあるじゃん。これ好きなんだけど、この3個のやつ。ありえない。マジで。
Oh,
絶対ありえない。
guys, don't be angry. This is mad good.
Oh, because we're gonna talk about California.
That's right. That's right. I'm bringing a little bit at home with me.
日本で絶対頼まない。
You want to try one? I like it. I think it's good.
Never try California.
Really? It's not bad, right?
No bar. Let's try the best tuna here.
You want to try it?
ジョーダン、そう喜んでました。Because you got so much good comments.
Yeah, thank you guys.
めっちゃ返信するし。
I tried to reply to as many comments as possible. Any questions that you guys have, you know, I'm reading the comments, so.
はま寿司の一番いいマグロらしいよ、これが。
Good. Really good.
おお、違う。It tastes different. 落ちる。
It's still better than like 90% of sushi in the United States.
ということで、ジョーダンと2週連続で動画を撮るんですけど、結構いろんな人から LA の暴動について取り上げてほしいっていうふうに言われて、現地の人から見て、これは結構やばいことなのか、それとも日常的に起きてることなのかとか、そういうのをね、話せればなと。
So the problem, but why people are protesting right now? A lot of people are saying there's illegal immigrants in the United States. ICE essentially deports them back to their country.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's a lot of people who are here legally. ICE falsely deports them back to their country. Like there's a lot of people who are here in the United States, proper paperwork.
That's why they're angry.
Yes, honestly, like I think protesting is good as long as it's peaceful. Unfortunately, whenever there's protests in the United States, sometimes it leads to a lot of like violence and, you know, a lot of like looting, raiding, whatever. For the most part in LA, there's been a lot of peaceful protesting, but the really bad thing is not only the National Guard, but also the Marines de-escalate the situation. So basically, the National Guard is trained in de-escalating protests, making sure that nothing gets too out of hand.
Yeah.
But the Marines aren't trained for that at all. They only know, they're trained for war. So it's like, it's really a difficult situation.
I was curious actually. In this time, protest is kind of crazy.
It's super crazy.
Oh, it's super crazy. Where are they doing? Because in Japan, when I saw the news, there's crazy protest in LA. I don't know which area.
I actually don't know specifically what areas it's in. I just know that there's a lot of stuff going on in downtown LA.
Downtown.
Downtown LA.
Yeah. Downtown is like central, right?
Central, yeah.
It's actually crazy. It's a police, right?
Yes.
It's police.
Those are police cars, yeah.
So like they saw
throwing stuff, yeah. Like I said, I don't think protesting is a bad thing as long as it's peaceful. Unfortunately, sometimes things get out of hand. People use it as an opportunity to commit violence, start destroying things.
The one thing I really feel like it's not definitely right to do that. People like try to steal something from the store, right? For example, this one something. They go to Apple store and they try to steal everything.
Yeah, right.
Apple store didn't do anything.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
If I'm the owner of shop and they try to steal something from my shop, that would be so sad.
Yeah, right. That's what we call opportunists. People who see an opportunity and they take it.
I found like something really funny.
Oh, people are selling hot dogs on the freeway. See, that's good opportunists. People who see an opportunity and are using it for good cause. Protesters get hungry too.
I feel like, oh my god, it's so small. All the time I was so curious. Like, not only US, even like France or some other countries.
Yeah, right.
Why they became like, you know?
I think a lot of Americans are unhappy with the current situation, and I think they use it as an opportunity to release that kind of that anger.
In Japan, maybe Twitter, everyone say their opinion.
Yeah,
something.
right.
But probably in other countries like US, France, it's like instead of saying something, they make the action.
Yeah, they do actions. I think a lot of the time people, what they do is they voice their opinions over social media, but nothing happens. The next step is to take action. I don't think it's a good idea to completely destroy the city, but at the same time, I don't think people who are here legally should be deported. I mean, you can ask any American and they'll tell you that their ancestry is 10 different nationalities, right?
Yeah.
Even my family has a lot of people from all over the world.
You living in LA?
I live close to LA.
Only 50 minutes or something, right?
Yes, I live in Orange County.
I'm so curious that like you guys feel danger or something.
If I did live in LA County, maybe I would feel that way. But because I don't, it doesn't really affect my area as much, at least in my county. There is protests, but they're very peaceful protests.
Yeah.
But in LA County, because there's some people like raiding stores and, you know, doing all this crazy stuff, setting fires, whatever. But also LA County is a huge county. A couple different little parts, but not the whole of LA.
If this protest happen in Japan, you feel like wow.
Yeah.
But for example, my friend in France, they live like normally.
I know, that's crazy. In Japan, I just see people come in a van and they have a loudspeaker. And
Yeah. We
Yeah.
just walk around. If I have to go to LA now,
Right.
as a tourist, do I have any like dangerous situation? Something? They attack me too.
I don't think so. Like if anybody wants to go to LA, I say just be careful where you're going. Do research beforehand, and then maybe try to avoid the areas that people are protesting in.
Also, like a lot of people ask me like if they want to go Dodger Stadium, they want to watch Shohei Ohtani.
When it comes to sports games, there's a lot of security and a lot of like police and stuff that make sure that the games are safe. So I think you'll be fine.
They don't need to cancel.
Yeah, don't cancel.
Yeah, but they have to check.
Yes. And
面白いのは I was checking flight ticket. I've been checked since 2 weeks ago. Since the protest happened, the flight ticket became like 20,000 cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, really. いつまで続くと思う Until when they're gonna have protest?
It's a good
い
question.
や、俺もすごい気になるんだよね。
The more the government does to try to shut it down, the more people are gonna be angry and keep protesting. Because first they sent in the National Guard to try to de-escalate the situation, and then they sent in the Marines. That only made the situation worse because people just get
Angry, more
Yeah.
angry. プロテスト難しい。
really difficult.
なんかないのかな We definitely have to have place to discuss about it.
Yes, for sure. I
これ
think
難しいな。I always thought like if it's war, president has to do boxing.
the president has to do boxing.
It's much easier.
Yeah, right.
It's not our problem. They made problem.
Yeah.
So they have to solve by themselves. Only thing I was so worried about it. Immigration at the airport will be even more strict.
Maybe.
だって怖いんだよマジで You don't know, right? LA immigration at airport so scary. でも絶対厳しくなる
What do they usually ask you?
いやめっちゃ so many questions だって普通に if I go other countries、they ask me like only like how long you staying? Oh, you from Japan? Good luck.
Yeah, right.
LA at least where you staying? How long are you gonna stay? How much is your budget? What's your purpose? What's your occupation? They like ask like
It feels like an interrogation.
yeah. こんな感じかなちょっとプロテスト難しい
Yeah.
It's difficult topic
Really,
今
really
すごい感じた Especially for Japanese people わかんないことたくさんあるな
I hope that there's the solution that gets found, and I hope that most people stay safe, and I hope this whole thing is over soon.
はい、ということでこんな感じで今回のデモについてジョーダンに聞いたんですけど Recently like this kind of like society problem or something I sometimes talk about it I just want to say we are not expert
Yeah, we're not experts.
だからwe might have mistake or something でも the reason I want to make about this kind of video maybe people start to get interested or something
Yes, right.
Especially my channel has like some people are still like teenager then some people like older than 60s
Wide age range.
みんながなんか興味に持つきっかけとしてやれればなということで社会問題動画撮るようになりました Like in Japan usually we don't talk about it politics, economy, society problem something but I feel like in other countries you guys can talk about it
Yes, of course.
そうジョーダンもこんなに知ってるまだ若いのに、まあね、これがねみんなどう思ってるかわかんないんだけど自分としてはそもそも英語での動画を作り始めた時も英語を完璧に学ぶチャンネルじゃないでも英語を学ぶきっかけとか興味を持つっていうのをやってたと思っててで今は自分たちも大人になってで今度は英語も学べるけど今世界で何が起きてるとかそういうのを発信していけばわざわざニュースとかチェックはしなくても自分のチャンネルだったら見てくれるっていう層が一定数いると思っててでそういう人たちが何かこう興味を持つきっかけとかになればいいなと思ってこういうねちょっと難しいトピックとかも自分なりに調べてやってるって感じですじゃあ来た
Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Also, I want to know what is the best day trip in Tokyo?
ああ、デイトですね日帰りで東京から行ける一番いい旅行先をコメントしてください
お願いします。
ということでそんな感じでバイバイ
またね。